Welcome to the Unconventional Mumpire. Let's discuss slowing down and living life on your terms. Grab a coffee, take a seat, have a moment to yourself. Let's discuss all things motherhood, business, and life. Welcome, I'm your host Rannee, and I'm an advocate for leading a slower paced life. I'm a wife, a homeschool mum, a toddler tamer. I'm an introvert that loves deep and meaningful conversations and connections. I'm deeply passionate about providing customer service for women in business, and I run my own virtual assistant business around our family from our rural home. I'm deeply passionate about kindness, supporting and uplifting women, and choosing to live life on your terms. I like to think outside the square, and I guess you could say somewhat unconventional. Today's episode comes with a trigger warning. Today, we will be discussing bullying in the workplace. If you've been bullied and you would like to seek professional help, I will have some links in the show notes below. If you would like to skip today's episode, feel free. In today's episode, we're dipping our toes into the world of mothers in the workplace and the business world. Are you feeling the pressure to work like you don't have kids and parent like you don't work? Mums returning to work can be a prime target for bullying. I really want to bring this topic to light because it is a little taboo. When I returned to work after the birth of one of our children, she was quite sick her first year. And this was not your usual daycare sickness. She needed surgery, and she had some ongoing illnesses until we discovered the root cause. During that first year, I became the target for some pretty mean bullying from other women in the workplace, including mums. I was having so much time off. I felt so guilty for others having to pick up my workload. I asked my boss at the time if it would be an option to work from home. Working from home back then was not a thing, and my request was declined based on the fact that it would be unfair to the other mums in the workplace. I was trying to be fair to everyone, my sick child, myself, my work colleagues. The harassment became physical when I had a box thrown towards me, smashing things off my desk. Despite this being done in front of senior staff and some managers, nothing happened. This woman had already bullied 3 other women, and yet she remained employed. I don't want to give too much detail about this woman, but she had bullied one woman for her choice not to have children, and another mum returning to the workplace, along with myself. If you had time off with your sick children, you were accused of bludgeoning and using your child as an excuse to not bother coming into work, which was obviously not true. So I skip forward about a decade and I'm on my VA journey. Some women pursue this path to work around their families, some just want to travel, and some like the flexible lifestyle. I was in several online groups where mums, including myself, discussed things like how to manage working around our little ones. Some women, a very tiny percentage, felt it was appropriate to be mean and nasty. There was one woman in particular that sort of shocked me. She, instead of supporting another woman, decided to berate and belittle on this post. She said things like, "You're not a real business if you work around your children. So you're just a side hustle then." One that bothered me quite a lot was You won't find clients because your kids are home with you. I could go on, but there was so much mum shaming and shaming other mums pursuing their VA life around the young families. I really thought and hoped that we as women had moved past this. Who was this woman speaking out on behalf of other women and other mums in business? What authority did she have to make such a statement? Statements like this can hold great weight for someone with some self-doubt or whose lifestyle may have been uprooted, and maybe that person needs to live outside the square. These comments are unhelpful and have no place in a supportive community. If you choose to place your children in childcare and use childcare, then good for you. However, that is not reality for some women. Whatever their circumstances, we certainly should not be shamed for making decisions based on our family's needs. And just so you're aware, I have clients and I have worked with clients that had no issue with me working around my family. In fact, they do it too. So, there's no question about it. We as women need to unite and support each other. Where is this support village that we're supposed to have and supposed to be? Why would you want to tear another mum down when they are just trying their best to juggle their life, their business, and motherhood? We need community over competition. I would really love to delve deeper into finding your tribe, so stay tuned. Anyway, I would like to know if you have experienced this. Where did you experience it, and what did you do? How did you overcome it? So here are a few tips that you may use to help another mum feel supported, heard, and maybe seen. Acknowledge her situation. You may not understand, but place yourself in her shoes for a moment. What would you like to hear if this was you? Hold off on the judgment. We only hear a tiny piece of the situation. It is not our place to judge. Offer genuine tips that you yourself would try to implement in your home or family. Compliment her efforts and be kind. If not, please scroll on. Negativity is not needed. Encourage her. Her life and situation won't replicate yours, and it doesn't need to. Extend an olive branch and connect, and check in to see how things are going. You may make a difference in her day and genuinely uplift her. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe, rate the show, and leave a review. Connect with me on socials and join the conversation using hashtag Unconventional Mumpire. Join our mailing list. All the links will be in the show notes below. I would love to hear your thoughts on any topics you'd like me to cover for future episodes. Thank you for listening, and I appreciate you being here. Keep living with purpose and passion. I'll catch you in the next episode. Until next time, be the leader you needed.